Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you are viewing this video. I'm Dr. Olayinka Conley. I am a lecturer in the university. On this channel, I do a number of stuff, but all the stuff I do, they are to add value to you, my subscribers, and my viewers. Today, the video you're viewing is very important because it touches a very serious issue, the issue of parenting. And this is very important because most of the issues, most of the problems the world confronts today can be traced to poor parenting. And yet, we have to do something about it. And I've seen many people just address or handle parenting carelessly. And this is very important for us to note that parenting is a very serious issue. It is one of the most difficult, most challenging work anybody can take. I call it work because it's rewarding and it can also be very frustrating. So this video is based on my many years of experience, many years of counseling people, and my many years of researching parenting. And this video is very important for people in the diaspora and people even in Africa. It's for older people, older parents, and intending parents. So I don't say nobody can know too much about parenting. Meanwhile, kindly click subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed to this channel previously, and tell others. So nobody can say, oh, I know about parenting. Parenting is a process. It's not an event. It's not a situation. That means it continues for a long period of time. That's what we mean by parenting as a process. You keep learning and you are learning forward. You keep learning, you learn right, you will learn left. And it's very important that we keep learning. And we have to know that frustration is attached to failure. When one fails as a parent, how can one fail as a parent when the children don't turn out to be successful? Maybe they keep failing in their education, they keep failing socially, they keep failing in career. That is what they cannot measure up with their mates, and they just cannot make success of themselves. That is failure. So failure in this case is very multifaceted. So when you have children that are not happy at different ages, children here mean maybe from childhood to adulthood, even to later life. So when I'm talking about parents, I'm talking about somebody who has children of different ages. So I'm not talking about parents of toddlers or babies. No, even parents of adults. So far you have given birth to somebody at a point in time. You are a parent, and this is very important. We have to be sure that they are successful. If you have children that are not listening to you, that means it's a problem for parenting, and we have to really address this. So once a parent is not happy about the outcome of the children, that is it's already a failed parenting, because no one will teach. Why I consider this video very important is that no one teaches us about parenting. They can teach you about marriage, can teach you about mate selection, they can teach you about career. Nobody teaches parenting to anybody, whether in the formal education or informal education. Parenting is something nobody teaches. They teach you about marriage and family. They teach you about wedding. But you have to know that yet you have to learn about parenting yourself. But I see gaps in this area. That's why I'm making this video. So nobody is perfect. There's no perfect parent. And parenting, because it's increasingly problematic, some people don't even have an idea. And you have to know that parenting starts with you. Parenting starts with you. You cannot parent a child if you cannot be the best you are. In fact, that child is a reflection of who you are. The child, whether the child fails or the child succeeds, is a reflection of who you are, your input into the life of that child. So don't blame any child for failure or for anything. You have to blame yourself as a parent. If a child is doing well, it's a function of the quality of parenting. And I always talk about this. I always tell people about this. I tell my wife about this. I tell myself about this. Even when I may not tell my children so that they don't take it for granted. But if a child, the quality of parenting can be the major factor determining the life outcome of two different children. When a parent, when you have a child That child is given to you plain, like a plain slate, like we say in sociology, tabula rasa. That child is given to you plain without anything written on it. So it's the quality of parenting that will begin to write on that child. Give the same child to two different people to parent at different time, you will see that the same child can come up with different outcomes. One positive, the other negative. What's the difference? The quality of parenting. So parenting starts with the parent. A child is a clean slate, and you get what you have and what you have put in a child. It's like Gigo, like they say in computer, garbage in, garbage out. The results one is seeing in any child is a function of the input of parents. And so there is a need for intentional parenting. So nobody can be casual about parenting. Nobody can be random about parenting and expect that the parenting outcome will be excellent. We have to be intentional, deliberate, and be interested in every aspect of that child's life. Emotional, social, material, economic, educational, every area of that child's life is very important. A parent must be very much interested. So you see so many parents blaming a child and saying he's so dull, he doesn't have respect, he's so rebellious, he doesn't take his life seriously or her life seriously. And I'm talking about parenting here, both for men and for women. Unfortunately, some parents are children themselves. They are not matured to have children, to parent effectively. There are even some so-called parents are actually children themselves. They still need to be paid to have parents themselves. And suddenly they become parents for different reasons. But a parent must be intentional, must be deliberate, must be conscious of the fact that I am a parent and I have to do all I have to do to be successful. A successful parent is one whose children are successful in all areas of life. Parenting is sacrifice. Parents must make sacrifice. Any parent that cannot make sacrifice for the child, you want to live your life as usual, and you want to have a successful child, it's not going to work. You're just kidding. A parent must make sacrifice along the line. Parenting is sacrifice. Is that you have to sacrifice something, either your pleasure, either your career, either your anything, or your fun, or your time. Something, you have to sacrifice something. Parenting is give and take. The child must be ready, the parent must be ready, then it takes two to tango. But parenting is sacrifice. It's a difficult assignment. It's a challenging assignment. It's a tedious career. It's a tedious job. It's job. It's not just given. It's not random. So there's no selfishness. You can't be a selfish parent and be successful. No. And listen to this one. Parenting is about learning and learning forward. You're going to make your own mistake as a parent, but you must learn from it and make sure you don't make the same mistake so that the outcome in the life of the child will be positive. Because parenting is rewarding when the child eventually turns out very well. The parent will reap the reward in whichever way, whether physical, economic, emotional, or something. It gets to a point later life, according to Abraham Maslow, hierarchy of needs. When the parent gets so old, part of what will make the parent happy at later life, at old age, is the quality of the children. If the children are so lousy, they're not doing well, that old man, old woman parent can never be fulfilled in life. And that's why you see some parents, some old people become frustrated at old age because their children are not doing well. But you see some people, they are happy and they live long because their children are doing well. So even the longevity of a parent is determined by the quality of the children he or she has produced over time. So parenting is learning forward. And don't forget, parenting is leadership. Parents must show leadership to their children. Parenting is mentoring, is modeling. Until if a child cannot describe the parent, whether the father or the mother, as the mentor, there's a problem. If the children cannot describe the father or the mother or the parent, whether biological or adopted, as their model, as their mentor, as their leader, then there's a problem. So a parent must be a leader, must be a model, must be a mentor for the children. If this is lacking, if the parent is not a model, is not a mentor, is not a leader for the children, that parenting cannot be said to be complete. So check this out. Parenting is taking charge together. You take charge with the child, the parent, and the children. They take charge. They take leadership. They take initiative. They move together. Parenting is a full-time job, I must tell you. You may have your secular, you may have your job, your career, but you must not be absent in the life of the children. You must see it as full-time in the sense that the job you do, your career, must not jeopardize the quality of parenting. Whether you are in Europe, America, wherever you are in the world, and this is very important, whether even in Africa or Latin America, you must see parenting. Though some countries, you say the government has taken over everything, then it's left to whoever. But I don't take that excuse. You still have to play your role as a parent. Our parenting must start early, even from the pregnancy. Like they say, children in the womb are here. They can learn. Immediately you give birth to a child, parenting starts. Don't say it's a child. He doesn't know anything yet. It's a lie. Children learn and they know. And the parenting must start from day one. And the parent must be there physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, economically, environmentally. You don't have to be present. You cannot be an absentee parent and you expect the children to turn out very well. Even if you work far from home, be there psychologically, and you make sure you spend quality time together physically. You cannot relate distantly with the kids and expect 100%. Every time you come home, be present, bond with them. And even when you are away, technology has made things easier for us now. Make sure you connect every day. Distance should not be a barrier. You have to make up when you are away and when you are in. So poor parenting will be equal to poor children outcome. Poor parenting will be equal to poor children. So parenting is rewarding, but there is the need for investment of quality resources, time, and every other resource that you can put into it. So whether you're a father, you are a mother, or whichever role you are playing, but so far you are a parent, you must be ready to make important contribution into the process of parenting from beginning till death do us part. So it doesn't matter how old your child is, you should still be the parent. You should still have influence. So a parent is an influencer. You should influence your child. So if your child is behaving terribly and is not doing well, maybe you are a negative influencer. Yeah. That means you are not influencing the guy or the girl positively. So if the child is bringing negative vibes, or the children are bringing negative vibes, I challenge you. You are the one that is transmitting negative vibes. And you have been doing that for so long, that's why the child is giving you negative results and negative vibes. So for you to be successful, you have to invest everything there and celebrate together. Celebrate the small win and the big wins. And, you must be the father figure. Some parents are not father figures, and they're not father figures and they're not mother figures. They're just there. The children don't see them as the real father. They don't see them as the real mother, or the real mothers, or the real fathers. Make sure you mentor the child, you deliver effectively on parenting, that you provide the real father figure, mother figure for your child. And it is worth the hard work. It's hard work. Parenting is hard work, but it's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice later on. And you will have a unique experience. Keep learning from your experience and experiences of others, and you're going to have positive results. I decided to drop this video to draw attention to the importance of parenting, because many people are too casual and they're dropping the ball. And it's affecting the children, and it's affecting the future of everybody and the world at large. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Till I see you in my next video. Bye for now.